How you all doing, folks? You're all very welcome to tonight's show here on the Walker Talker Chat Show. I hope you liked my new intro. Was I looking saluvious and jaluvious there for a few minutes? Yes, oh yes, we have a good show lined up. A very big interest in tonight's show. A lot of people want to know about Geoff Keating, and he's going to be live here with us on the show tonight. We've a lot of interaction going on tonight here in the show. Yeah, we're getting fairly fancy here on the show. Yes, we have so we have everything lined up here for you, and it's going to be a great show tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in tonight. So you can phone in as well on the show. It's 087 168 4468 as well if you have any questions and stuff like that. So we're gonna have Geoff Keating with us in the studio now very shortly. We're gonna have him via TV. Yes, tonight we're going all interactual tonight. We're going all out, and you can also phone in as well. Lots of people dying to know about all the things that go bump in the night. Yeah. Of course. So, yes, we're going to do loads and loads of things tonight. I reckon I've got a good feeling about tonight. I reckon tonight's show is going to be loads of because Geoff has a great story behind him about loads of different things. We've loads of questions probably to ask him, and we'll ask him those as we go along. And if you have any questions as well, I mean, just jump in the deep end. And we'd be delighted to have a chat with you all. We'll just say hello to everybody. Carl Edwards, looking forward to the show. Good man. Lucia Maloney, how's it going? Good evening to you as well. Mina Dunn, am I saying that right? Mina Dunn, yeah, how are you doing? Davy Kyo, Davy's playing out in the back garden with his football again. Welcome, Davy. Yes, Kelly Kennedy, hello. How are you, Kennedy? Kelly Kennedy. Yes, no, I'm okay, I'm good. It was just a bit of a tongue twister, that one, Kelly. Gerard, good evening to you, buddy, all the way down there in the merry old land of Oz. Yes, how are you doing? And Doyle, Deadly, oh, you like my intro, my new intro? Yes, it's a good old intro. He's putting that together just for you guys. I told you I was trying to make the show jaluvious and better for everyone. I am trying to make it get there and make it more so you can sit back and relax and enjoy it and just letting on. You're in the sitting room with your granda. That's it. There we go. I'm nearly a granda, mind you. Well, I'm not really a granda. I'm 50 in June, but I'm not a granda. No. Let me see. Nina, how's it going? Yeah, Jerry saying hello to Jerry Berry. Yeah, of course. Sean Doyle, good evening. Yes, good evening to you as well. Jenny, go on, you gutting. Jenny Anderson is on board. How are you, Jenny? You're very welcome to join in there. Yes. Let me see. Bring me sunshine. Justin Coughlin, how's it going, Justin? How are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Angelina Breen, hello. How are you? Yeah, we have everybody jumping on board tonight. I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I really am. It's we've got loads and loads going on tonight, and I've got this funny feeling we're going to get a few callers dropping in as well, just to have a little chat with Geoff to see. I'm dying to see what happens, you know what I mean? Because I've worked with Geoff in the past, and he's come out with some great stuff. None of this I showed you a clip earlier on, yesterday. Sorry, not earlier on into today's show. Over the last week or two of him doing a reading with Pippa O'Connor, and Pippa, she's a very well known celebrity. Yes, we went down to Pippa's house. It was must have been about 4 or 5 years ago, and Geoff done a reading on her, and he basically was giving her complete names, full names. None of this, if it starts with a P or it starts with an F, or maybe does he look like this, and none of that. It was all just like straight in the deep end, like this is their name, this is that, really to the point. And then even down to the profession of our uncle. He said he's wearing a football jersey, but that's his passion. But he's wearing like a doctor's coat, and he's able to. She says, "Well, I'll tell you what he is." He says, "No." He said, "I'll tell you now what it is." And he turned around. He says, "He's a gynecologist." And she says, "Yeah." So I'll show you that clip if you want very shortly. But yes, so there's all those things. Yeah, I worked with Geoff in a couple of different venues. Sorry, I'm trying to read some of the texts here as well. I probably should read them out before I try and blabble out a lot of blah 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 blah. Yeah, and one of them with a bell on it. Yeah, Granny Ann, yes. Yes, they're all saying hello to each other. Hello, yes, they're all saying hello. That's okay. Yeah, they all say hello to each other while they're on, don't they? And that's the way it's supposed to be. We're all saying hello to each other. That's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. Judith Loftus, how are you? Lofty, how are you? Ann Doyle, Jenny is and Anna. Annie, oh, yes. Yes, Angela. Angelina, yeah, sounds good. Good. Great. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. So, I mean, if anyone wants to give me a call, now is a good time to call me before I won't get Geoff just on yet, you know, if you want to. Hang on a second. It is 8:05 and it would be a sin not to start my show without the traditional Jameson's whiskey. You certainly have to christen the show with one of those. There we go. If you're sitting back and you're relaxing, now is a good time to get your send it over to your TV, send it over to your Chromecast or whatever it is. Send it over to your TV so you're not looking at it on a little phone or a tablet, and enjoy it on your smart TV if you have one, or the Chromecast TV, whatever way you're sending it. And don't forget, go down and just on the left hand side down there, just click share and it'll share onto your main page, and other people can jump on board and have a little look around and jump in on the action. Yeah, sure. What else would you be doing on a Tuesday night? Yeah, we're all bunged in here together. Go and grab your coat, jump in there. I have me tracksuit top on tonight. Why, I don't know. I'll be dragging it off me now in a minute because it gets pretty hot in this studio. It does. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah. Hang on, I just I turn on there we go. A little bit of light so you can see me. There we go. Now, who else have we got on board? We better say hello to one or two more. He's all feeling fresh. It's getting a little bottoms up. Yes, he's all having his drink there now. He is, yeah. Shilanta. Yeah. Good man. I shared already. Good man. Jerry Berry's on it like a carb on it. Yeah, share it out there. Get it out to your friends, and or tag a friend in it, and get it out there. It doesn't cost you anything to hit share and bang it out onto your news feed, and we get a couple of extra bodies on board and get stuck into the show. Yes, I'm kind of excited about tonight's show. I don't know what it is. I just have that feeling it's going to be. We're going to have a good night tonight. You know, last night we had Dave Young on the show, but the internet was horrendous. The internet, everyone was having trouble with their internet, and everywhere, but across Ireland and the UK. So it wasn't down to anything else, only lack of the internet problems and blubbles and jabbles and all that sort of stuff that goes, you know. So, you know. Barbara, hello, how are you? Good to see Barbara Martin there. Michelle Gibson, hello, how are you? Yes. Waiting for things that go bumper tonight. Oh, she's all excited. Excited. She's not actually from town, I know, and she's actually from Blanchardstown. Yeah, there's a few accents, you know, just throw them in there, you know. So what else? Tomorrow night, by the way, just letting you know, I'm going to have Sean Boland tomorrow night. Then I'm going to have Anne Kinsella and hang on, I write all these down for a very good reason. Yeah, my little reminders. I take notes because slowly but surely I'm starting to lose the plot bit by bit. Anne Kinsella is going to be with me on Thursday, and I'm going to have yes. It'd be alright if I didn't drop me notepad, wouldn't it? If I didn't drop me notepad and then squash me earphones. Yes. Tiptoe through the tulips, tiptoe through the night. Don't mind me, just do whatever you want to do. Feck it. Yes, there we go. So yeah. Here's my bit of paper with no. Sure. I'll come back to that in a minute. Well, not in a hurry, are we? So, I'm looking forward to this now. So, if anyone wants to give me a call, now is a good time to give me a shout before I get Geoff on the line. If you want to ask me anything, you know what I mean? Geoff will be on the line now very, very shortly. We're going to have him live via TV link tonight. Oh, we're going all fancy on this show. telling you, we're not hanging around. We're getting fancy. We're getting very fancy. You know what I mean? New intro, and we have loads of stuff coming up. So, Paddy Guilford, that's the name I was looking for. Yes, Paddy Guilford is going to be with us on Thursday as well after Ann Kinsella. And the snapper, he's dropping in just to say, Paddy Guilford is a gentleman, if you don't know him. He goes around to all the different venues. Well, he just plods along with us. I think it's his wife. And they go along and he goes along and enjoys the entertainment, but he videos some of the night's entertainment, and basically what he does is takes a couple of snaps and he puts them up onto his YouTube and his Facebook page. But he's captured some great stuff that no one else would have caught, you know what I mean, would have captured, and he puts it up onto the page. And then he has some nostalgic stuff there, or people, famous people pass away, or singers and stuff, you know, he has them all there on the on his page, and some of their performances which just wouldn't have been there if he wasn't there. So there we go. He does that kind of as a hobby. I'm going to see who we have. We have somebody on the line. I've no idea who we have. Hello,
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Anthony. It's Caroline.
Hey, Caroline. How are you?
Not too bad.
You're very welcome.
Thanks very much.
So, you're looking forward to Geoff Keating tonight?
I am, yeah.
Ooh.
I put up a watch party and I can see a few of my friends is after joining as well.
They're jumping on board. That's what they should all do. Do a watch party, everybody. Jump on board. Yeah. So what's the story? You like a bit of this sort of stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
Now you've been you're telling me you're training. You can train to be a medium or to be a psychic, or learn how to channel the ability. Is that true?
Well, most people are born with it. You know, you can't really learn it, but a lot of children have it, and then they just kind of switch it off, or it goes off after as they get older. You know. Right.
So, and but what about for you? Now, you've been, because just after the show, when I mentioned Geoff was coming on, you just sent me a text last night just saying that you'd love to ring in and stuff like that. And I said, oh, by all means do. And you were telling me that you've done a little bit of studying on it, or you've gone to a couple of seminars and stuff like that. And you're learning, are you learning just how to channel it? Is it just learning how to read it, is it? Or what way does it happen?
It's all a difference. Everyone is, you're always learning in your development. Right. So, there's professional mediums out there, but everybody is always learning. It's a constant learning curve.
So you're saying that everyone out there basically has an intuition, or that they probably don't really tap into or listen to. Is that what you're trying to say? Is it that everyone has the ability?
Yeah, and then a lot of times it's when you have a tragedy in your life, or when you lose somebody close to you in your life, it's then that you kind of more tune into it, or you're looking for something out there, a bit of comfort in the afterlife, or
right. Okay,
usually most stories that you read up of mediums, I'm not sure whether it's the same with Geoff, but a lot of the time when people have a loss in their life, or
right,
they would, be looking for something, and so, people would tell them before they pass that they're going to come back and send them a sign that they're still around them, or.
Yeah, I think everybody does be looking for that something when somebody passes away. They need to know that, they need to see. They need to know. For me, I'm just going for me. Like when my dad passed away, you'd like to think that that they did go to somewhere else, or that they are okay, and that it's not just over. It's a comfort thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? Just to know that they've probably got to the other side, because we all have this, kind of unsure belief. Because although we practice all the and our religion and stuff like that, nobody is 100% really sure in their mind, in their heads. Sure, they're not really.
No.
So.
And they just like to think that that's just not it. That they're just gone into the ground, or they're cremated, and they're just gone. That there's some sort of sense to them around that comfort.
Now, do you get any, a lot of people say, or something would, like my wife, she swears that a bumblebee represents her mum, anywhere she goes, a bumblebee, even in the winter, but which is true, a bumblebee would follow her around the place and stuff like that, and she always. I was visiting the grave one day, and a bumblebee actually went down into the side of the grave and down into a little hole in the grave. So she associates that with her mum. Do you have anything kind of like that?
Well, a lot of people would associate robins with spirit.
Right.
And so a lot of people, when they see a robin, they'll always be like, oh, that, such a body belonged to me. But when my mum passed, she passed in September, and there was dragonflies in the room, so I would always associate dragonflies with my mum.
Yeah.
Not like a normal thing. And then I have my daughter's dad. I always would associate a magpie with him, not as in like a one for sorrow, but it's just a bird. That's the way
it's just a bird. Yeah. A lot of people seem to. I don't know why they represent that, but it does. That is what happens, and I think it's another comfort thing. Like when I see robins as well, and because people always talk at the robins, it just makes me think of me dad.
Yeah.
I don't know what way it makes, how it makes me kind of think like that, but I think it's because people have associated it so many times that I like to think maybe that's my dad watching out for me, So, because a lot of people I've been on a lot of walks lately, especially down along the river, and there's always a robin down there, and you always think, well, maybe that's them. You like to think it would be.
Yeah, because they would always send you signs through nature and different things, so. And maybe through music as well. So you probably know yourself that spirit would send you signs through music.
Well, now that you say that, there's a funny thing happened to me. I was due to. This is just it's a little out of context, but it's kind of fits as well at the same time. I was just about to do to start the 31st show in the Olympia Theatre, doing the Man in the Mirror show. And the cleaners were in the building, right? And I think it was Brian Whitehead or somebody says, go on out and have a look at the stage, And I went out and I walked out to the centre of the stage. And as soon as I stopped at the centre of the stage, the radio was playing in the background and Man in the Mirror came on. But it was just so bizarre, It was just coincidental. So maybe that was my thing through music. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But is there anything that you have... that because I'm really eager to talk to Geoff about all this. I'm really dying to talk to him about all this.
Yeah.
Is there anything that has ever happened to you, or that you could see, or that you could safely say that was a spirit, or something that happened in your house? Did you ever see anything move or anything like that? Anything like that?
Well, the only kind of thing that's happened to me recently is I'm supposed to get married in September.
Right.
I'm not sure now if it's going to go ahead or not with the virus.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I was out shopping for my wedding dress in January, and I tried on a couple of dresses, and then I went back to the first dress I had tried on, and my mum and dad had both passed, and as I tried on the dress again, the one that I kind of, say yes to the dress, Sweet Caroline came on the radio, so I don't know whether that was an approval from my mum and dad.
Yeah. So you reckon they use music that way? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good, yeah. So, out of all the things that you've been, have you been able to tap into, have you channeled in anything yet that have you trained yourself, anything like that?
Yeah, well, as I said to you yesterday evening, a group of us do charity events to raise money.
Right.
And, it could be a child that needs treatment abroad, or it could be we've done stuff for mental health, and just do stuff all the time, even for the homeless, and it's all the mediums give their time voluntarily, and I would do the compare for that, the hosting for that, and the odd time I would still give messages to the audience. But when you say all the mediums, how many is there again? There could be about 10 to 15, but they all wouldn't be working at the same time. Do you know that way?
Right, and would they be people training, or training to be mediums, or would they be?
Yeah, there'll be people. We've done mentorships over the years, and we've all done training over the years. So we'd always have contacts. So a lot of them would follow. There's 7 principles of spiritualism. So a lot of them would follow that. So, you know, a lot of them would like to give back to the community. So that's their way of giving back.
Well, so are you interested in listening to what Geoff has to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get him on now in about 2 minutes. We're going to have him on about 2, and we'll see what he brings up. And you never know, and we might get somebody to call in. You know.
Yep.
Right. Well, then, Caroline, thanks very much for calling in.
No problem.
Talk to you very soon. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Now, last night I showed a photo of me dad. There's someone says there last week somebody thought you were a newsreader. I feel like one. Do you know that? It's probably the backdrop that I have, is it? I probably need a new one. I'll probably just get a greenhouse or something like that and a few tomato plants hanging down at the back. Something like that, you know, just something simple. Get rid of that old screen there and just stick up an old Wendy house or something like that down the back. We do something like that, will we? Huh? Yeah, we change it all around. We won't go. We go the fingers through. Now, I'll show you a picture. Now, when my dad died, okay, it was just me and my sister Sharon were the last ones there with him. And so what happened was we just went into the room. My sister had to open an electric door just outside my dad's room where my dad was. And she just let me in. And at that moment, because she rang me, she said, Dad's going, you know. And so I went into the room and he literally just passed away at that moment. And but when all the nurses and stuff came in and they were putting away, they're all, you know, putting down candlesticks and taking away all the other, you know, bottles of 7-Up and all that crap, because we were there for a week or two, and so they're taking out all that sort of stuff, and then they start kind of fixing them up and doing all that sort of stuff. And my sister noticed just on the pillow, she says, "Santa, look at the face on the pillow." And we got a snap of it just before the nurses moved it. And I'll show you a picture over here. I'll put it up onto the screen. I'll just plop it up here now. Hang on. There we go. Now, do you see the picture there on the pillow? Now, we just referenced it to my dad's photograph, because that was probably his most proud moment, was right there, you know, at that moment is probably at the pinnacle of his career, when he was like looking dapper and he was proud and he was going away and stuff like that. And we just used that photograph as a reference, because the photograph, or the image on the pillow, kind of referenced a beret and a kind of a photo or a picture. And we just thought it looked very much like my dad. Now, could be just coincidence, of course. But what do you think? You know, there it is there in front of you. I mean, you can see it right there. I just popped it up on the screen for you guys to see. And so what do you make of that? So, you know, is there anything like that you've had and gone like that? You know what I mean? If you know, anything, has anyone got any photographs they can send us or anything like that? Or maybe you can ring us and tell us all about that, you know? So there we go. So, I think, let me see, just 1 second. I just go into my... Yes, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to, I think we'll get Geoff onto the show. Will we get Geoff onto the show? Yeah? We get him on there. There's loads of people saying hello, so we're going to get Geoff onto the show. There we go. We have Geoff on our show. Can you hear us loud and clear there, Geoff?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Lovely, jubbly.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me on the show as well. It's a great show.
Oh, thanks very much, Geoff. I'll just hurry you up so we can all hear you nicer. Yeah, you can hear you can hear us loud and clear there, yeah?
Ah, perfect, yeah.
Perfect, great. Now, Geoff, I know your ages, and I've actually done a couple of shows along the way with you. And
yeah.
And at the shows, like, you've come up with some stuff that, like, I even just kind of go, what the hell? I mean, I just kind of wondering how you get, like, we done Pippa O'Connor. We went down to Pippa's house, and you were...
Yeah, well, it should be a beautiful lady. She's very welcoming too, and very, very nice. Lovely energy too. Yeah, she's very nice, and her husband Brian Ormond. Yeah, Brian's lovely, very funny, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, but what happened was, I mean, you when we done that interview, I showed people a few clips of that yesterday and the day before. Myself and Brian were just behind the camera, but you were coming out with full names.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. A misconception, I think, of mediums or psychics is that we we can just switch it on, or it's a party trick. For me to do, like, for instance, what I did that night, you've seen it yourself, for a couple of hours beforehand, I'd meditate. I totally have to get that information, or to connect and get messages that clear. You have to just be able to clear your mind of absolutely everything. And for some reason, I don't know, spirits tend to tell me stuff in a little bit more detail. It's like it's over the years, as Caroline she said very rightly, that you're learning every day doing it. Like, I don't know all the answers. Right. I have a lot of experience, right, but even some of the stuff I answer. But yeah, like Caroline's right. It's kind of, you're learning every day. But that's one thing I found, is kind of spirits would kind of tend to tell me a little bit more, or I tend to kind of push them a little bit more. Right. Now, it doesn't always work. Sometimes, like me as well, that sometimes I can't. Some people I can't read, and I don't know. It's very hard to explain. It's not the person's energy, and then you have to be very careful when you say that to someone as well, that I can't read you. The first thing that comes into their mind is, oh, I'm going to get a smack of a car tomorrow, or Geoff couldn't read me. Or,
yeah, what are you going to tell me? Yeah, I see flames around you. Yeah, going into a... Yeah.
You have to put that back on yourself, because it's not the person. It's either something that you're not on it that day. Yeah, it's like anything else. You're going to have really good days, and you're going to have not so good days too.
Yeah, because I remember you saying to me before doing the show and all, like you said to me, I can't have a beer because it affects it. If you drank,
no,
you wouldn't be able to.
Like, no. No, you have to, like, yeah, you do. You have to kind of, when you're doing stuff like that, you have to be kind of clean, plenty of water, eat fairly healthy, no alcohol or anything like that at all.
Yeah, not the day of the show.
Just gonna, yeah, you're using your energy. Anything that gets in and contaminates your energy is going to make everything a lot worse. Now, saying that, some nights that I have had a drink, I have seen spirits. I haven't connected with them or anything like that, or right. You just know they're there.
Now,
but I wouldn't go doing it.
When it comes to you, like I'm sure everyone wants to know, like I've been told you can turn them off and you can turn it back on, and now I'm not too sure. You can tell me. And then what exactly?
You can switch it off.
You can switch it off.
Yeah, you can switch it off. Like you open up your chakras for a start. So to open up to do readings, you kind of meditate. You clear yourself off. You sit down. You relax. You start meditating, and you open up your chakras.
Okay.
That allows you to kind of connect to that energy there, and then that's when everything starts coming in. Like, people will think I walk around fingers, and people will stop me and, Geoff, have you any messages for me? Or they think
yeah, of 2 bottles of milk here in a long sliced pan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a misconception.
Got me own messages.
Not everybody understands what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, like
it's not.
When it comes to you, Geoff, when it comes, right, what way? Yeah. What do you hear it, see it, or is it like a thought, or what way does it come to you?
It's all. I get it, kind of all the senses. I hear it. A lot of the times I'll see them as well. Right. You'll see them first, so I can describe them a little bit sometimes, and then you're just hearing them then. Right. But they'll always. Then they'll start giving you mental messages as well. Like, they'll actually show you full pictures of either the person they want to pass the message on to, or they'll show you a place where they used to live. Right. They'll show you the number on the door. So in your head, you'll see the door. It could be a brown door with number 72 on it, or that's how they do it. They give you mental pictures as well as audibly, and then that's how you pick it up. And from then, it kind of happens organically. Then everything else, they kind of control it, if you understand. But I just kind of open up, and they kind of do the rest.
So how do we know where the spirit, like, where is the spirit world? Is it just somewhere? Is it just a different dimension?
Everywhere. Look, everything is energy. Absolutely, everything is energy. People are starting to understand that and look into that more. Everything is a frequency.
Yeah, like, the world is made of
frequency. Everything is a frequency.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
When it comes to healing as well. So that's what it is. It's not like a place. It's more of a. It's very hard to explain. It's a kind of a. It's like they pulse. So when we pass on, we do go. There is, of course, you go up.
Right.
What it's like up there, I have absolutely no idea. They never tell. But it's always, anytime I interact with spirits, they're always very peaceful, very calm. And I love doing the readings as well, because, like, I'd be a very emotional person.
Now let's say,
and that comes with it. So they get you. It's just a lot of calm kind of love when they come in, and that's what it is. So that's the place they're coming from. But that's the best way I can describe that.
Let's say two people. Let's say what happens to it? Like if somebody doesn't get on with somebody else and they go up there, did he not get on up there? Did he sort it out, or what happens?
That's the thing I love. That's the thing I used to love and read, is people would be so surprised. Like there could be, say, family arguments, and people, I think the living don't realise that these arguments that we have when we're living, they're silly, they're stupid, because when they pass on, that probably would have killed each other when they were living. Yeah. I've seen husbands and wives that absolutely hated each other, and come back that spirit to pass a message on to their child and apologise for the way they carried on with each other, and that everything goes back to sort of all of our kind of, when we pass on, I think all of our kind of fears and all of our kind of failures,
inhibitions, everything just...
they melt away and they become irrelevant, because when you think about it, like fighting with your family, fighting with anybody is irrelevant.
Yeah,
it's a silly thing to. We're given take for instance now this COVID-19.
Yeah.
Like, look at the situation we're in now. And the one positive thing from this is, if you look at the fingless community, everybody getting together, everybody's talking, neighbours out over walls, and I think it's a brilliant thing. It's a bad situation. It's a brilliant thing, though. But it just goes to show that, like, a lot of the stuff we do is very silly. We're like a lot of little children running around the place, fighting with everybody or jealous of what someone else has when we shouldn't be. That's what I get a lot of messages passed on, is this arguing has to stop. Spirits will always bring up arguments, or it's needless, and like people, I think it's a prideful thing with people.
Right.
But that's back to what you were saying. That's I think the main things spirits try to do. They try to show us that, like, some of the things we think we're facing are so huge, they're actually not.
Yeah.
And if we step back, kind of take a look at it and take the emotion out of it a little bit, very hard to do. It's not easy.
No,
it's a hard thing to do, but doing that, you find your life will get a lot easier. That's what I think the messages I pass. It's 90% of the reason the spirits pass the message. 10% is just to let them know that they're okay, let you know that they're okay. And the other 90% of it is they're trying to kind of push you towards making better decisions or helping you. Not that everybody makes bad decisions, but to try and push you towards kind of everything isn't as big as it has to be. And kind of like now we're getting to look around a lot. Like you see kids with phones, everybody's face, even you and me now, we have to obviously our faces are on the phones. But if you walk around, just look at the amount of people that are walking around with their head down. They're so unaware of what we have around us.
I have somebody there. I'll just answer this and let's just see who we have on the line. Hello, how's it going? Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm just listening to the live broadcast that's on.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for a reading.
Are you looking for a reading off Geoff?
Yeah.
Oh, what way does that work, Geoff? Can you do readings over the phone, or what way does that work?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can do them over, especially with the COVID-19, the social distancing now that we all should try
in the back of the telly.
Yeah, do you want to lower down your telly?
Yeah,
the readings, I can do them over the phone, or I can do them over Skype or the usual video calls like we're doing now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I can hear you now.
Now, can you hear that lady there, Geoff? Yeah. Yeah. Now, what? I don't know if Geoff can pick up on something just that quick, like if somebody just calls that fast, and it may not be something that you can probably. I'm not sure. You can talk to.
What's the name, girl? Sorry, the girl's name.
What's your name?
Hi, Geoff.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, what's your name? Tell him your name there. He's listening to you.
Hi, Geoff. My name is Barbara.
Hey, Barbara, how are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Barbara. Can you hear me?
Can you hear him? Can you hear him?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Barbara. Loud and clear.
We can hear you loud and clear. Hang on. Let me see if I can.
I'll tell you one thing, Anta. There is one spirit here, and her name is Anne, and she's. Right. Let me see. She wants to say hello to Myra and Marie. Now that might be this girl, but this is the spirit that's coming up here now. So if there's any listeners there, this lady's name's Anne. She's passed. I can describe her as best I can. She's glasses. She's probably in her 70s, 80s when she passed. Curly hair.
Right. And that probably has nothing to do with this girl here now.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, it's coming up. It's a strong one. That girl there, though, she has 2 spirits around her as well. Actually, there's pregnancy coming around to her very soon too. So I'm not sure if she wanted to ask about that, but there's a lot of pregnancy coming around her. So.
Is that around me?
Yeah, that's around you.
Oh, it's not another one.
Every child is a blessing. Every single child that comes into this world is a blessing.
I know. I'm only after having one.
Yeah, and they're going to be like Irish twins. So either lock him out the shed or you're going back.
Lock him out in the shed.
Now, come here as well. The same thing. Your energy has been very low as well. So they're saying to you as well. There's this lady here as well.
Yeah.
And she's saying Maggie, but she's telling you to start eating healthier and you keep drinking the water. Something you're not doing.
Is it a Maggie like a magpie? That's what we call it.
No, this is a lady, an old woman. She's telling you. She's the one talking about the pregnancies as well.
Right.
She's telling you have to start looking after yourself a little bit better. So is your appetite kind of funny or gone off?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, try and start eating kind of small bits, and it's like you have to kind of open your stomach up again. So if you've been just having a child, but are you tired a lot?
Yeah. I was just ringing about me cousin's anniversary. It's on Monday.
Oh, it's the young man?
Yeah.
Oh, she said he passed very quick.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and there was a bang as well, she's saying. Now, she's saying he's okay, and there's a jersey associated with him as well.
Yeah.
And she's saying she's saying he's still as mad as ever, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And he's one of the girls. There's a girl with you there, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's laughing at that girl as well. He has that. There's something funny the girl is wearing.
That's his auntie.
Yeah.
Was he? Well, she's a funny laugh as well. So is that the auntie that has the funny laugh?
Yeah, she keeps tittering in the background.
Ah, yeah. Well, look, come here. He's there with you. Because he's explaining to me who's there in your house. So he wants to let you know he is okay. This baby, I think, though, he's pushing it as well. He's saying she's going back. So listen to me. There's another little blessing coming your way. But start looking after yourself a little bit better, yeah? Start eating properly.
Oh. All right. Thanks for calling in.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Very welcome. It's lovely to talk to you.
Now, I'm not too sure how long it takes you to get, get it to come.
That's the thing. I find spirits always dictate it. But if someone is really looking for a message, I don't think a spirit is going to let them down, to be honest.
Right.
Obviously, this isn't a great format for me to do what I do.
No. Normally, you'd be one-on-one.
We wanted one of the times we could actually do a show where I'm just opened up for the whole show. And what happens is then I can answer every question spirit-wise, and the whole lot will just come in. But even there, that just goes to show you that they will
communicate.
They will pass. They're always willing to let people know or kind of push them in the right direction. Like, for instance, that girl, God help her, she's only after having a baby. She's going to have another one. So the message there was to make sure her health is right for this next baby.
Right, so, okay.
That's how quickly. They'll always tell you something. It might be small. It might be a 5-minute thing, but it's a big thing for your life if you go, boy, that makes sense. Like some of the things I just say to people, like you've seen it yourself, Angelo, I don't even make sense of it. Or like I'll be afraid. Like I am not saying that. You've heard some of the things I've said up on the stage. Now, I've spirits saying this to me, and in my head I'm saying to them, "How do you expect me to say this to someone?" It might sound weird, or it might sound people might know what you're talking about, but the person that it's for will know exactly what it's about, and it will help them in some way.
Now,
that's at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about helping.
Yeah. Now, if there was somebody out there, you know the way you get somebody who says, "I don't really believe in that." I mean, I think
I love the come here. Like the skeptics are great, and there is, to be honest, look, there's a lot of mediums out there, and with anything else or with any other profession, you're going to get people that are kind of money driven, or it can be very easy to, as I think you had, did you have, what's that chap's name, the magician on, or the mentalist?
Oh yeah, Keith Barry.
Not his name.
Keith Barry.
Yeah, Keith Barry. He's a perfect example, and a lot of what he does is right as well. There is cold readers out there, which is something that I despise.
Right.
And they'd be like, because they give the likes of us a bad name, but what they do is they prey on people, and you can do a course in England on it. There's an actual course in England where you're taught how to cold read, where you read the person's body language, and
right,
it's like suggestive questions.
So I think that's an awful. That's an
awful thing to do. I think.
That's a completely different thing. So I wonder if there's somebody who... Yeah.
But skeptics, so you have to understand why skeptics, they have a point to it as well. But when it comes to, I don't mind, there's fake was real mediums, but when it comes to skeptics, I always seem to get a lot of skeptics. And for some reason, their readings always end up being 10 times better. They're always a little bit hard at the start because they're so brash, but they get into it then.
They won't give in. They won't let themselves be read.
Come here, you know yourself. Once you start telling them names, dates.
Well, that's the surprising thing when I've seen.
Like Facebook, everybody puts their whole life on Facebook. Well, that's fair enough. Like, there's things where a medium should be able to tell you that nobody else knows.
Yeah, of course.
Or that isn't general information that they couldn't just find anywhere.
Now, I wonder if there's somebody out there who doesn't really believe. If they could, they could ring in, and it could probably take a moment, and maybe you could tell them something. Somebody who doesn't really, is kind of skeptical. I mean, they could ring in and just hang in for a second and see does that come true. And if they're honest with us, let us know there's something actually that you say make any sense.
Yeah, there's a load of skeptics up in the Garda station there. Give one of them a ring and see if they want to come on.
No, we won't call them. How did you actually start? How did you find out that you could do this, or how did you start getting these messages?
Well, my family have always, not that my family's all, my family, a lot of us have the gift. So, to be honest with you, I never wanted to be doing this. I always had other things to do. Like, I only really started doing this. I could always do it, but I only really started this probably maybe back 2006 or 2007.
Okay.
Actually, thought to myself, because I was anything else I tried to do would go wrong.
I have somebody else calling in. I'll get this shipping to see who we have on the line. Hello.
Hey, Angelo, it's Paula.
Hey, Paula.
I'm a bit of a skeptic in the way of seeing that Facebook God give this specific information.
Right. You're just making sure your phone's okay there. You were breaking up a little bit there.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the landline.
You're on the landline. I'm just wondering how you're breaking up. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying there?
I said I would love to talk to your man about, could he get me a reading?
Yeah, I mean,
Jeff...
I'm
a bit of a skeptic, is he really, or is he talk about that program of a cold reader?
Well, Jeff...
She's breaking up there.
Yeah, you're breaking up. And you're on a landline, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're breaking up a lot there,
It's probably all the spirit around me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably bottles of alcohol, is it?
That's the Bacardi.
Yeah.
Jack Daniels and John Walker, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, so you don't really believe in all this, do you know?
I do believe some people have the gift, but I also believe there's so many chancers out there.
Right, yeah.
That do the cold reading.
She's dead right. Me and Anto were only talking about that, and you are dead right. Of course, that there is.
Right, so there is people do that cold or cold reading,
like
is it?
They all have an anti-Rose or anti-Mary.
Yeah.
Like Mary or John, they're the most popular names in Ireland.
I actually watched that program you were talking about.
Which one? What one was it?
About the cold readers in England.
Oh, yeah.
And it's shocking to prey on people that need help or that are looking for a bit of guidance. I think it's shocking.
So, are you saying to me now you've never gone to a medium yourself?
I have. I've gone gone to Jesus many, but I think only one or two actually have the gift.
And did anything that they say come true?
Somewhat. The first one I got a great reading about 18 years ago, and she was spot on with everything.
Right.
Another one was telling me, I'm still going to win the lotto.
Yeah. What did you say, Geoff?
Did they mention her hips? The problem she was having with her hips? Any of the readers?
No.
None of them?
No.
And you do suffer with them, though?
Yeah. Me left one.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. And there's an operation coming up with that one soon, too.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, there is. Well, it'll be in about a year or so, but there's definitely a lot of pain coming on that side of it anyway.
Right.
Is she there? Is she gone?
She's still there.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, she's listening there, Geoff.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah. He's listening to you there, yeah. Yeah.
And the hip, that does cause a lot of issues with you, because it's coming up that it definitely needs surgery within like 12 to 18 months. So,
well, I'd need to go on the waiting list for that. That could take 4 or 5 years.
well, whatever's going to happen, you're definitely going to have it a lot sooner than that, because it's coming up between definitely 12 to 18 months. You will have a new hip anyway. You'll feel a lot better. You'll be flying around on it too as well. Because you are fairly active.
You'll be back dancing. You'll be back dancing.
I'm already a dancer. That's what fucked up.
That's what you wore out.
I'd love to, because she's skeptical, what I'll do is I'd love to, maybe if you could get her number there and take a message, Anthony, and what I'll do is I'll read her during the week and maybe get her back on next week to see how she got on.
Yeah,
that'd be brilliant.
There we go. Like,
I'll do that for you. I really would. So what we'll do is, between myself and Anthony, we'll organise that for you over the next day or two, and maybe if you'd like, come back on. But I will say one thing to you, just because you're skeptical, what I want you to do, just for the reading, do one thing for me. I don't want you to talk for any of it. I just want you to let me speak for the whole lot until I'm finished.
Agreed.
Right, well, there we
Brilliant.
go. So, and then
try and make a believer out of you.
Yeah, and then what we'll probably do, we could get Geoff on maybe next week. We could do another show next week, next Tuesday.
And I'll give you my honest critique.
Do what?
I'll give you my honest critique.
Yeah, give us.
I'll expect no less.
Is there anything else, Geoff, that you could get from this lady? Is there anything at all that you think?
Not at the minute. That's all that came to me there was just about the hips. So, but that's not necessary to say there's nothing else. We'll obviously give her a good reading, Jordan. But that's all that came up at the moment for her.
Right. Okay. Right. So I'll pass on Geoff your number.
Should have told her about her hip, though.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing anyway. All we need now is the other 15 things. No bother. Well, thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Anthony.
No problem at all. See you then. Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
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 So there we go. So there's just some of them that you just can't get it all. But
it's the setting that it's in. So, like, normally if I was doing readings, I'd be totally... For a start, you're working off the person's energy as well, so I wouldn't be even talking to you. I'd be talking to one person and trying to just connect that energy for them.
Right.
So,
somebody could come on and you could possibly pick up on a good energy or something.
Oh, yeah.
It might just channel straight through.
Yeah, well, that's it. That can happen as well. So it just all depends. That's the thing. That's what people think. Do you think that it can be switched on and off like that? It can to a point as well, but then it's always the spirits are always in control of what I do or any medium.
Yeah, here's I don't know who else this is, Geoff. We try this. We just see what we get. I've no idea. Hello, how's it going?
Hello, Anto. This is Angelo Brain.
How are you, Angela? How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm not too bad at all. Now, you're talking to Geoff there as well.
Yes. Do you remember me, Anto?
What is it?
Do you remember me, Anto, on the bottom of the hill singing?
Oh, I do, down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Now, you wanted to speak to Geoff.
To Geoff, yeah.
Hi, Angela, how are you?
Hello, Geoff, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good, and you?
Good.
Now,
I just wanted to ask you anything.
Is there anything...
that I can get around you?
I have had 2 sisters in the past year and a half.
Yeah, say no more. Don't tell me anything.
No, don't tell him anything. He wants to.
Okay.
He wants to. You don't say anything to him. We want to see what he can pull out of the sky. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Don't say it. Don't say anything.
If a spirit here that passed from cancer too.
Yes.
Now she keeps pointing to one of your fingers with a ring as well.
Yes.
So, and she's saying she knows that'll make her smile. So, do you know what she means by the ring?
Yes, I do.
Now,
I have her engagement ring.
Yeah, she's saying as well, our lungs were bad as well. Like, so the breathing towards the end would have got a bit strained as well. Because she was like a mask. I can see her trying to pull the mask off to kind of either talk or it was annoying.
Yeah.
Now, she's saying she's very proud of you as well and thank you. Now, she's saying thank you for that's something you've only done in the last couple of weeks, though.
Lord, I don't know what that is.
Well, it'll come to you. Don't worry. There's something you did with her in mind over the last couple of weeks as well. And she keeps saying that she showed me a single yellow rose as well.
Right.
So the yellow rose, it's either handed to her or handed to you, but it's a significant thing anyway.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'll think about it.
Well, anyway, now she's actually saying you have to mind that ring, so that's why she said, see the ring that you have?
Yes.
Now she's saying mind it as well. So is it on a chain or is it?
It's on my finger.
Oh, it's on your finger.
But I keep taking it off.
Washing hands or whatever you're doing, because it's...
No, I just keep taking it off because every time I look at it, I'm sad.
Say that again, sorry, I couldn't hear it, broke up.
Every time I look at the ring, I'm sad, so I keep taking it off.
Oh, well, make sure you don't lose it then. But don't be sad. I know that it's not a nice thing, and it's hard with a loss as well. But her energy is on that ring as well, so it should make you smile and not sad. She's trying to say.
Okay.
Because you have a piece of her with you, and you have her in your heart too.
Yeah.
You've all those memories, and that's what people tend like. The memories you have with someone can be so strong because it can get you through a lot of stuff as well, and it reconnects you with that person that you're missing. And you can ask them for signs as well. Like, for example, ask her for a sign tonight. Ask her. Spirits will do that. They're energy, so they can manipulate energies as well. So ask her maybe to mess with the lights in the house or give you a sign tonight or over the next couple of hours, and I'm sure she will.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Is that all you have for Geoff? Yeah, for now.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thanks very much for giving us a bell. I hope you're okay.
All right, thanks, Andrew.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks, Geoff. Bye-bye.
No, you're very welcome.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. I felt stronger now about that one now, and being honest with you now myself.
See, they will. As I was saying, it's not the ideal setting for doing it, but that's how
it'll probably come, because I know the one thing like that a few mediums have says to me, they'll only come true if they have to tell you something. If everything's okay, they won't come true.
Well, in my experience, that can be right as well. Like they'll always, if there's something, 90% of the people that I will read will have something major going on in their life.
Right. Okay.
You will get that 10% of people that just go they actually like just to get readings. They're not going for anything other than just to connect with the spirit. They don't want to know about the future or the past. They just want to kind of connect.
They just want to know with that one person.
Know what it is. But 90%, I find 90% of the people that come to me are having a kind of a major issue in their life, and they're looking for a bit of guidance, and that's where the spirits come in then. Yeah. I always get the credit for it. For some reason.
I don't know who this is. Hello?
The spirits should really get the credit.
Hi, Angelo.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, this is the only number I had. I put up the number to ring.
Oh, you didn't have my other number, did you not?
No.
Okay.
Do I need to ring?
No, you can ring me on this one. This is fine, yeah. I don't know where she's gone to. Oh, hang on a second. This could be her now on the other line. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how's it going? Sorry, yeah.
How are you, Angelo?
Hello.
Brian here.
Who was it?
Brian.
Brian?
Yeah, Ryan Kane.
Ah, Brian. Ryan or Brian?
Ryan.
Ryan. Ryan Kane. How's it going, buddy?
How are you?
Not too bad. Now, you wanted to see if you could get something true off Geoff.
Yeah.
Do you believe in anything like this? Or are you a skeptic? That's all I need to know.
Oh, yeah, I went to a few of them.
You've gone to a few of them, have you?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so...
yeah, you've had bad luck since you were with one of them as well.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you've had a bit of bad luck. And it's kind of... I'm getting here. This is a male spirit talking to you as well. You're always, he's always on your mind as well.
Yeah.
Now, he's saying as well, you have to keep your head up. Things are going to change, and the issue and the argument that's going on at the minute is going to settle down. So, does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, you have to keep. But he's trying to tell you just to keep calm and not to rise to this. So it might be somebody that's trying to either annoy you or get a rise out of you.
Yeah.
So he's just saying, kind of be the better person and kind of don't react. And the apology and the argument the apology will come, the argument will stop, but it probably will take over the space of about a month. So you have to kind of grit your teeth for about a month with this one.
I'm sure I'll have no teeth.
I know, but look, listen to me. It's when they say stuff like that, they're telling you because maybe something could escalate into something very a lot more serious, and they don't want something like that. But apart from that, everything else will start to go better for you. But there's one thing in particular. It's like whatever. Just do you feel like there's been negative energy around you since you left that other reader, or
the odd time?
Yeah, like it's not constant. Sorry, can't hear him there, Anton.
Yeah, sorry, say that again, Ryan. He didn't hear you there.
That does be sometimes, but it's not there all the time.
No, it's not there all the time, yeah. But that's fading away anyway. There's a lot. It's coming up over the next 2 to 3 months with you as well. There's a lot more good coming into your life as well. So there's new work coming as well. So, which is a good thing actually, considering everybody's not working. So
yeah.
you're gonna have an option of something different employment wise now over the next 2 to 3 months as well. So things are going to start getting kind of a good bit better for you as well.
Yeah.
The thing about you is they're kind of saying you're very stubborn.
I can be when I want it.
Yeah. Well, that's come here. I think everybody is a little bit, aren't they? But now this man is he's very, very, very close to you as well, and he just wants you to know that whatever this argument or everything is, it is gonna change over. He's saying you have a really, really sharp sense of humor as well.
Yeah, I can.
So you'd be kind of known for being very dry or very sarcastic with your wit as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And he likes that. That always gets a laugh. You always give him a laugh when you're at that.
Who have you a name?
I can't even get the name of all I'm getting is his energy, to be honest.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah, okay. So
I've known there enough to be on you.
Right. So no name
Can't
there.
hear him.
Yeah. No, so what did you say there, Ryan, just before?
I'd nearly guess who it would be anyway.
Right, okay.
No,
he said he'd nearly guess who it would be.
yeah, well, this is coming up. It's a man very, very close to him as well. But I keep seeing he's saying Eddie, but I'm not sure if that's his name or another name.
Does that make any sense? Eddie make any sense to you?
No.
Right, okay. Okay. No, hopefully the rest of it makes sense.
It might, see a lot of the stuff as well, it doesn't come to you directly when you're put on the spot as well. So it might come to you, but keep that name in your head anyway.
Yeah, I will. I'll do.
Right.
Thanks, Geoff.
That's right. Cheers.
No,
thanks.
You're very welcome, all right.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you. Thanks, Angelo.
All right, see you then. Bye. There we go. So yeah, you got some. You kind of knew what you were talking about there. You know, he had an idea what you were saying. There was a missed
obviously
call.
the readings will be more in depth, and I get a lot more time, and I can focus instead of having 3 or 4 different conversations at the same time as well. Like it is testing for any medium, I suppose, to be.
It's distracting.
But spirits don't work like that. They work on kind of their agenda, not mine. So
right, I have a guy here. Hello, how you, Deco?
How are you, Angelo? What's the crack?
Yeah, I just seen your number there on the phone. I only put some loads of new numbers in the show phone because I didn't have anybody's numbers, you know.
Yeah.
So, what's the story? How are you, Deco? You all right?
Not about it, Anthony. Just seeing to get reading.
Yeah, you're just listening in on the show. Yeah, we're just having a bit of a banter with Geoff. I've had a couple of readings with Geoff.
Very good.
In the past, and I know it's better when you're one-on-one. You know, it's always better. I mean, if there's anything you want to ask Geoff there, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Declan, how are you?
How are you doing?
Grand, not a bother, and how are you?
I'm grand, yeah.
Now, Deco, let me see. All right, this is another one with a mad sense of humour as well, actually.
Right.
Now, Declan, you've issues with your back now as well.
Yeah.
So have you any... Can you hear me?
You said it again, Geoff?
Yeah, I said the spirits now are showing me a couple of issues with Deco, his back and his mobility. Have you had any problems in the last while with them?
Me joint, yeah.
Yeah, is it like kind of hard to get around or just painful?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So that's actually, they're saying an arthritis. There might be an osteoarthritis as well, actually.
That's what I have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm only to find it out now about it.
Right, there's a spirit here that used to have a joke with you, the same Top Deco.
Top Deco, yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Me father, yeah.
Yeah, because he's saying Top Deco, tell him Bottom Deco as well, because he's messing, saying the top of is broken, but he's messing.
Yeah.
So is that something they probably would have said to you while living?
Yeah.
Now he keeps showing me motorbikes as well.
Motorbikes.
Now it's not you with the motorbikes though. So this is in relation, I think, to himself, because he's a real fatherly now. But he's showing me motorbikes as well. So did anybody in the family have them, or?
Just my uncle.
Yeah, because this is kind of it's like a big bike.
Harley Davidson.
Kind of like a tour.
Yeah.
Now he's using that word specifically. Now I think he's talking about when you were young.
What's the word he used, Geoff? You just broke up for a second there.
Rascal. He's saying he used to be a rascal.
A rascal.
The little rascal.
Yeah, so it was either that. Yeah, I was getting up to devilment, were you?
Yeah.
Is that the terminology your dad would use, a rascal?
The little rascal, yeah.
Right, okay.
As he's saying, but he's very proud of you as well now. There's a huge big change coming up with you over the next year as well. So there's something he's saying that's in your heart you've wanted to do, but you haven't kind of pushed yourself to do it.
Yeah.
So he really wants you to kind of focus on that and have a bit of confidence in yourself, because as soon as you do it, you're going to be so happy with yourself. But it's going to kind of give you that release that you need. It's like you're feeling frustrated with yourself.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but he wants you to kind of, whatever this is you want to do, kind of put your head into it as well, because you're very determined and you're one of these people, you don't quit. Once you get started with something, you kind of get your teeth into it, you'll keep going, and that's all you need to do. It's just that little push. He's trying to kind of push it, because it's going to open up other avenues of your life for you. That's going to kind of it'll just make you a lot happier and kind of bring a lot more kind of happiness into your life.
Yeah.
Right.
Now he keeps referring to a tattoo as well.
Me tattoo on me back.
Yeah, he loves it. He's saying thank you. Now this is big.
Yeah.
So is that covering your whole back?
It's just on me shoulder,
Yeah. He's saying thank you, and it's lovely. So does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, actually, Declan, I'm going to same with yourself. If you want to leave your number there with Anthony, actually, because there is some stuff there that he has messages for you that I wouldn't be comfortable saying over this. They're good now, but it's kind of private, personal stuff for you. So if you want to leave your number with Anthony, and we'll organise that as well.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks very much for coming on. Very brave you too.
No problem. Deco,
Thank
thanks
you.
very much.
Thanks, Angelo.
See you then. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so there's some stuff that comes through that, like, you just wouldn't be able to say on the airways. It'd be just a personal thing that you'd want to say.
It would be, and if it's all right, kind of showing that you have an ability as well, but you have to draw the line where showing your ability doesn't kind of encroach on someone's privacy.
Of course, yeah. Does
that make sense? I mean,
of course it does. Yeah, it does. Of course, yeah. Yeah, no, but it's just that it's that you got more there, but you just couldn't tell him.
Yeah,
you got more there. Hang on, I'll just see who this girl is. I think this was the girl who was trying to ring us there a second ago.
I am too.
Hello, how are you?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm all good. Who am I talking
Sorry. My name is Louise. I was given this number by a friend of mine. It was the only number I had. I was trying to get the number of the show, but I couldn't get it. I was just wondering if it would be possible for Geoff to read.
Right, okay. What's your name again?
Louise,
sorry, yeah. It's Louise, Geoff, if you want to say hello there.
Hey, Louise, how are you?
Hi, Geoff. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm grand. Yeah, you do. You have a very strong female spirit around you, Louise.
Okay.
And he's just...
And she keeps mentioning now, she's mentioning someone with a severe lung disorder, someone in the past.
So yeah, we just had Geoff breaking up there. Could you say that again, Geoff, please?
Say that again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just say that again, Geoff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, say it again, Geoff.
I can't hear you at all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you there, yeah.
There, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Louise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Louise, yeah, there's this woman, she keeps saying Anne as well, so is that making sense to you?
Mildly.
Lady up here earlier, and she was saying Marie as well.
Okay, yeah. Does that make sense?
Right, yeah, she said that makes sense, yeah.
I said, yeah, these spirits are... Does she drive? Because there's an issue coming up around a car, so...
A car?
Yeah, a car. Do you drive?
I do, but I don't have a car at the moment.
Right, well, you will have a car soon. So were you hoping to get one?
Right.
Well, yeah. You're probably planning on getting a new one, are you?
You said you will have a car soon. You'll be grand on it as well. You do a lot as well for other people, they're saying now as well. So you're always kind of helping others out?
A little bit, maybe.
But people tend to come to you with their problems, like your friends and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're kind of telling you to pull back a little bit. It's like you're getting drained by a particular person.
Yeah.
And that person, they want you to definitely kind of pull back a little bit from, because it's like there's just way too much drama that they keep kind of pull you into.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, complete sense.
Yeah. And they're saying as well, you look beautiful, your hair is lovely. I don't know where you got your hair done. Nobody else can get it done. So unless you're breaking quarantine now, are you?
Seriously, did you get your hair done? Did you? I want to know. Did you get your hair done?
No, I didn't. The person who I think he's talking about is slagging me, because obviously nobody has had their hair dyed, and she'd be the first one to slag. So,
right.
And I dyed my hair last week with the wrong colour and the roots went orange.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to know, was it making sense, you know?
Making sense.
Well, I wasn't going to give too much away at the beginning, but you said Anne and you said Marie. Yeah?
Yeah.
So Anne didn't make much sense to me, but my middle name is Anne-Marie.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, so they're telling you the name I wouldn't know. That's nice. See, that's how spirits will do it. They'll tell you something that I haven't got a clue. Sometimes what they're telling me are names. Sometimes they don't associate the name with themselves. It's just the name they want me to say. So that's probably why they were connecting with you, that with your middle name, which is good. That's very good.
Yeah,
I'm glad they did that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Thanks a million.
Put your hair.
What do you say? Best of luck with your hair.
I'll have to go sort my hair now.
Get better luck with it.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a million.
See you then.
Talk to you soon.
Bye. Bye. There we go. That's just the way it rocks. That was you got something there now. You know, like that was quite good. I mean, there was no reference really to the start, but then she came back then because people.
That's the way. The way they do it sometimes. Sometimes spirit will just come in and I don't see them. Say a perfect reading. What will happen with me is the spirit will come in. It's like they step out of imagine a kind of a ball this size, about 4 or 5 feet away from me, and it's always over the person I'm reading, so over their shoulder.
Yeah.
Imagine that opening right up, and someone stepping out of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's like.
Okay.
So when it's 100% on, that's what it's like. I can hear them, see them. There's no issue. It's great. And 90% of them do go that way.
Now
Then other times it's just you will hear a voice. You won't hear anything. You won't see anything. You won't feel anything. You'll just hear this audible voice.
Right. Okay.
And you just whatever they say, you just have to pass on. And then other times it's all three. You'll get the voices. You'll get the full-bodied spirit. And you'll get the flashes.
You get the whole lot. So I have somebody else on the line there. Who have I got on the line?
Hi, Anne. So it's Grace.
How are you, Grace? How are you?
How are you? Not too bad.
Now, Geoff can hear you there. You walk away. I'm just the middle guy for you guys, really. I mean, we have Grace on the line there, Deco.
Hi, Geoff. How are you?
How are you getting on, Grace? How are you? I'm not too bad. Now, straight away, that song is coming into my head. The minute Andrew said Grace, I just wanted to say, hold me in your arms. No, I don't mean me. That song.
Hold me in your arms. Yeah. It's one of those, isn't it, Geoff?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
So that is actually a reference to you from Spirit as well. So did someone ever sing that to you before? Or they probably did, but this is that song has significance though.
A million people, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. Now, your grandmother has passed as well.
She has done, yeah.
Yeah. She keeps saying Lily as well.
Lily.
Yeah, so it's an Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, that's another lady that's in spirit with her. Now she's kind of further back a little bit, so I don't know if it's sister of your nanny's, but it would have either been Elizabeth or Lily is the name she would have went by.
It's actually her sister.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, brilliant. I never met her.
Right.
Did you not? Well, they're there together in spirit anyway. Now, you're a bit of a cheeky one.
Apparently.
Apparently.
There.
Yeah. I'm saying nothing. You just talk. I'm having nothing to do with this.
Sorry, the volume's gone very low there, Andrew. I can just barely hear.
We're gone very low, are we? We might come back in there now. It could be the internet.
So is Grace still there?
Yeah, she's still there. Yeah.
I am indeed.
Sorry, Grace. Yeah, well, now your nanny's saying as well. There's a move, a house coming.
Well, we recently moved.
Yeah, was it only in the last year?
It is indeed, yeah.
And is there a tree somewhere in the garden?
There is.
Yeah, now
there's loads.
That
the
tree,
back garden.
don't go near that tree and leave it where it is. Were you thinking of taking it down?
We actually were only doing the back garden, and it was a huge big tree under the patio when we moved it. There was nothing we could do. So it's there, it's fixed, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, because she's saying leave it there. It's going to bring you good luck, and you'll have I can see a lot of family, like a big circle around this. So is there something circle now built around it?
Well, it's kind of smack. Oh, it could be. It might actually be me niece's trace. That's what it could. That's what it might be. That'd be me mother's. Their family trace.
Yeah, and it has to be kind of a circle.
Yeah, there'll be trays. Yeah, there'll be trays around it. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, there's going to be a family gathering around there in that house as well soon. So is there a birthday coming up or?
The mother's, that would be probably the next one.
Yeah, well, there's going to be. Well, that's good. But for a start, there's going to be a good few people at it, so the restrictions might be lifted a little bit at that time anyway, because it's coming up. There's going to be a good few people around it, and it's going to be a really joyous occasion as well.
Probably just got to break all the barriers, just get all the family around anyway,
Yeah, just do that anyway.
Just do that, yeah. Just have a big family gathering anyway, yeah.
The birthday is probably the next one that he's referring to without giving so much away. Was Gecko's 40th, which was next. It was booked and everything, but it's all gone haywire now because of this COVID-19.
What were you saying there, Geoff? You were saying what the house was?
Yeah, the house that she's moved into, that's a long stay. So that move, that's why I was talking to her about the move. Whatever that move, she's going to stay there for nearly the rest of her life. So it's going to be a really good home, and there's good energy in the house.
It's all right. You'll be able to invite Geoff around.
The one thing that was you have to get the back door fixed.
What?
You have to
the
get
back door needs to be fixed.
Oh my God!
Did you get that?
It's getting spooky now.
Are you sure you're not looking in my window?
No, I gave that up years ago.
Oh my God!
So she's to get the back door fixed. Okay.
Yeah, no, do get, not that anybody's going to break in, but just for your own peace of mind, get the back door fixed, because I can see either someone falling out, a child, or because it's not open, it might cause a problem. So definitely do get that addressed as soon as you can.
Just in case anybody's trying to rob me house tonight, it's still have me alarm and me dogs and I'm safe.
Yeah, I know your house is fairly safe that way. No, it's definitely going to be an issue with somebody kind of hurting themselves with the door, like an accident, but nothing major. But if you get it fixed, that'll save all of that.
Yeah.
Right, so there we go.
Brilliant, Geoff.
There we go.
And that's all. I hope that's okay for you, is it?
Yeah, you've actually answered a few things that I was a bit freaked out about, but yeah.
All right.
Brilliant. Look, come here. As I say to everybody, try to interact with the spirits yourself, because they're closer to you than they ever will be to any medium. And the whole reason they pass a message to me is for you. So they do interact with you. So ask them to kind of give you little signs that they're around you, and they will.
Yeah, I think you have to be more of a believer as well. If you're a little bit skeptical, I don't think it
not
works
necessarily. Like the spirits don't care whether you believe or not. The spirits are spirits. They know they're spirits. They don't have. There's no. It doesn't come to anything like that. You know what I mean? They whether you believe or not, they're always around you.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're around you, but I just think some people take on board more and are more believing of it and signs in there. Where some people kind of are a little bit skeptical.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Ask them for a specific sign. Ask for a specific sign. Say, look, if you're around me, knock twice, or say, ask them to. They're really good at, because of their energy, they're good with interacting with electricity, and we'll ask her to flash the lights for you a couple of times. But do it in a specific. Say, in the next hour, if there's any spirits here, give me a sign with the lights. Give a specific task, and then you'll know.
Yeah.
Right, okay. There we go, Grace.
Yeah. And it was lovely.
Brilliant, nice, Geoff. Nice talking to you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, see you, Angelo. Thanks, Phil. Bye-bye.
Bye. There we go. You seem to know a few things there now. Our back door was broken, and there was half a tree in our garden. I mean, that stuff now, I'd never have dreamt of that now, even myself. And then I have the phone to someone else here on the phone. I don't want to wear you out either. You know what I mean? I don't want to wear...
we can try one more if you want, yeah. We can go for one more.
We'll try one or two more. We'll just see. Hey, hello, how's it going?
Hi, Angelo. It's Deborah.
Deborah, how are you, Deborah?
Grand, not a bother.
Good. Now, I won't get in between the conversation. We have Deborah on the phone here, Geoff, and I'm going to leave.
Hey, they're calling you Debbie as well, Deborah, not Debbie. They said you're trying to be posh.
Yeah.
So they always call you Debbie. They would have referred to you by Debbie.
No, some call me Debbie, some call me Deborah.
Yeah, one spirit in particular, this lady called you Deborah. And she didn't like anybody else calling you Debbie either.
Yeah.
Now she's saying this is another grandmother as well.
Yeah. I did.
Now, she's saying over the next 2 weeks you're going to have loads of reasons to be smiling because you hadn't over the last 6 months or so. So does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
There's a lot of happiness coming from it's kind of a very negative situation that has been on your mind and weighing you down and some family members.
It has, yeah.
There's a huge amount of positivity coming from that, but it's mainly coming from your actions. So you must be very involved in it, are
you? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's coming up like you're the kind of the facilitator of this goodness that's coming. It's something that you've already done or something you have been doing over the last few weeks is going to show, kind of get good results for you and kind of bring a lot more peace into your heart.
Okay.
Because you're saying that's something that you have been kind of missing a little bit. It's kind of like your heart has been broke a little bit.
It has, yeah.
But it is on the way to being mended as well. You're a very strong woman as well.
All right.
Yeah, and same thing as well. You never give yourself the credit. You're always kind of giving everybody else the credit for stuff that you do, or you don't like taking thanks for things.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is.
Can you hear me? Sorry, this is just really low. I can't hear anything at all.
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Can you hear there now, Geoff? Yeah.
Now,
Hello?
she's saying as well, you have to buy yourself a new dress.
Oh, lovely.
Because there's a big occasion coming up in 2 months, and she said it will go ahead.
Oh, brilliant.
So, and she's saying, you know what it is, yeah?
I do know what it is, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
get the dress, and she's saying red looks lovely on you.
That's
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
That's good.
Oh, and come here. She's saying the name Stephen. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, kind of.
But she's saying Stephen, it'll be okay. So whatever it is, she's saying that issue will be okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, and she just wants you to have a little bit of peace, but she wants you to try, even though she wants you to try and every morning when you wake up, try and just have a look and just be a bit more positive, even though you have every reason not to be, and they understand that. They want you to try and just have a bit more of a positive mind frame, which you normally have. It's just situations have made you kind of become a little bit more negative.
Yeah, that'd be right, yeah.
Yeah, and they just want you to, all you have to do is kind of just kind of keep, as much as you can, positive thoughts in your head. If a negative thought creeps in, think of something positive and your day, it will go much better. But everything in your life is actually changing for the better over the next couple of weeks too. So
that's brilliant.
Lucky, and you're very welcome. It was really nice to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
There we go, Deborah.
No problem. Very, very welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Anton.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. You hit all the nails on the head there.
That's it. See, that's the way it goes sometimes. It can be, when you're doing it this quick, it can look hot and cold as well. But as I said, normally in the perfect settings, yeah, it just flows very, very quick. And the same with me, as I encourage other people to ask other mediums when they're doing it from now on. Ask them I write everything down, because so much information will come. I write absolutely everything down, and it's a great way of kind of testing yourself, because that person goes off of that page and they have it forever. So that's why I'd always get people coming back, because the stuff, like especially with the future stuff, they'd be shocked then when it actually happens, and they're like, "Oh, look, you told me this," and you told. So it's a great way to do that. But I'd always encourage other people to kind of make a mental note or a physical, write something down of a reading. Not only is it's nice for you to have, but when you're looking back at it, then say a year later when it's all happened, not only do you realise you were with a good medium, you also realise that the spirits made the point of telling you everything that happened, and it's a nice kind of a comfort for people.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take one or two more. I don't want to wait altogether. Now I have just a guy here on the line here. Hello.
Hello, Anton. How are you?
Hello, how's it going? Who's that?
It's Ernie.
How are you, Ernie that does the gym and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, how's it going, Ernie? How are you?
Oh yeah, Anton.
Yeah. Now I'll hand you. I'm just handing you guys over to Geoff. He's and it seemed, does he get anything for you? I don't know. Like, do you believe in this sort of thing, Ernie? Is this the sort of thing you would? Are you kind of skeptical?
Skeptical about it.
Yeah, skeptical. Okay. Well then,
Yeah.
I'll hand you over to Geoff. This is Ernie, by the way. So I'll leave this up to.
Hey, Ernie.
How are you, Jeff?
How are you getting on?
I'm all good. Yeah. Thanks.
And you're a big skeptic, huh?
Yeah. You hear these different things about mediums, you know?
Right.
No, come here. I can fully understand that. Come here. There's loads of reasons to be skeptical, especially if people are skeptical normally at just gifts. Like, you tell someone that you can look into the future and predict things, like they're going to look at you strange anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, skeptics is nothing. I'm well used to skepticism, and that's fine. I think skepticism can be healthy sometimes as well. It really can.
Right.
You have a good few issues going on at the minute.
Kind of, not much, you know.
Yeah, one of them is a kind of more of a financial thing, and they're telling you not to worry about it. It'll be okay, but something that's kind of stressing you out a little bit.
No, not offhand, no.
Yeah, well, it will. It will. There'll definitely be a financial issue that's going to kind of majorly stress you out. Now, it could be over the next month, but don't worry about it. It's either like a mistake or like a big bill that you shouldn't be paying.
Right, you just broke up a little. You broke up a little bit. You just said
Yeah,
you just said there's a big bill or something like that might come in, but it might be some sort of mistake, or you might be just overcharged for something that you've not to worry about it. Go ahead, Geoff. Take it from there. Yeah, are you still there with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, still there, Geoff.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, still here. Yeah.
Oh, I think we did we get cut off from Geoff? Did we?
No, I'm still here. Yeah.
No, I think we lost probably Geoff there for a minute. Okay, we'll probably return back to Geoff now in a second. I think we'll try and get him back on. Yeah, I'll see if I can get him back on the line here now for you, Ernie.
Yeah, no bother.
Yeah, let me see if I can just get him back on the line. I'm not too sure if we can get him back on there. Oh, hang on, here we go. I think we're trying to, sorry, just trying to get him back there. Yeah, he's just connecting back up. There we go, Geoff, you're back on, buddy. There we go. Can you hear us, Geoff? Yeah, Geoff, there we go. Can you hear us there, yeah?
Yeah, I hear you, Anton.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on Geoff. His internet probably went a bit slow there for a minute. He's trying to get back onto us. I see him there on the screen, just trying to see if he can get back onto us. I know he's trying to ring us back. Yeah, there you are. You're coming back through there now, Geoff. Can you hear us there all right? It could be just his internet, Ernie.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if push comes to shove. Yeah, you're coming through in little bits there, Geoff. Could be just your internet.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I'm just trying to get him there. Have you got us there? There we go, Geoff, can you hear us there now? Now, push comes to shove. We'll try and get him. I'll try and get him back on here now. Sorry, Ernie, just trying to get him on. Loads of people trying to get him tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no bother.
Yeah, no bother. He'll probably. I see him there trying to reconnect. You know what I mean? He's trying to reconnect back on to get back onto us. His internet could. You know the way you get these bouts. He'll probably come back on there now in a sec. Hang on. I think he's trying to reconnect with us. It's just the internet. It's the laws of attraction. Ah, there he is. He's back. There we go, Geoff. How are you? You're back in the land.
We're back. Back in the land of the living.
So to speak. You went missing for a minute, yeah. But you're back anyway.
Well, Ernie probably thinks his world is over, does he?
I don't know. Well, he's at the hanging on anyway. That's the main thing. So, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, Ernie. Your grandfather was passed as well, so I was trying to get that when the connection went.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can hear you,
yeah.
Yeah.
Your grandfather.
Yeah.
He's always around you as well. So was he someone that was always on your mind, or because there's a very close connection between himself and yourself?
Yeah.
He showed me a uniform as well that he always would have wore.
Yeah, he used to wear a suit, yeah.
Yeah, but it's it was very dapper would be the word I'd use.
Dapper.
Yeah, it'd be like kind of.
He was very dapper. He said more trendy.
Yeah.
Whatever that means, I don't know.
Did you ever see the old school kind of 60s gangsters? Not that he was a gangster now, but I mean that kind of. He had that air about him. He was very confident and.
Yeah.
Now, he's saying as well. There's many. He's saying 3 of you for some reason. So does that make sense to you? He keeps pointing 3 fingers at me.
He's pointing 3.
Oh, he said March. So there's a significant date in March, and the month just gone.
March just gone. There's a significant date in March.
No, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, he's going into the 80s as well. So it's definitely someone's birthday. It's in the 80s, so it's in around March, and he's showing me the year. Kind of, what is it? He's showing me 1982.
1982. That's my birthday.
That's your birthday.
Yeah, that's my birthday. 1982.
All right, that's the year he was born.
Sense now, isn't it?
Yeah. What? Yeah, say that again. Say that again, Geoff.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, because he keeps saying to me, you're 40 in 2 years, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a huge turn in your life just before, you say your 39th birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be an absolute huge kind of, your life is going to go, not be turned upside down in a good way. Everything is just kind of, for some reason, something with you or an idea you have is going to explode in and around your 39th birthday. Or something that you're working on. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And he wants you to work 100% towards that now.
Yeah.
Because it's really good. It's really clever. And he's saying though, keep it to yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
he's
tell
really
me
proud. You're very strong. He's saying both physically and.
What? Sorry.
Saying you're very physically and mentally strong.
Yeah.
So he's saying though your back, you have to keep an eye on your back.
Yeah.
So I can see. I don't know. Do you have to put a big belt around your back or anything?
No, we only got news that I had 2 vertebrae damaged in the lower back.
Oh, okay, right. Well, I can see.
In my lower back, I have 2 damaged vertebrae.
All right. Okay. Well, that's what he's referring to then. Well, I can see you probably might having to just to fix the issue, kind of wear inside of like a little brace around your kind of waist on the back.
Yeah.
And because this is the bottom of the spine he's showing me now, not the top.
Yeah, the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the bottom of the spine. Yeah. So you're going to be given this thing to wear maybe by a doctor that you're not going to want to, but he's saying just persist with it for the month that you have to wear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to look like a sissy.
You'll be with the muscles on him, I would be saying.
That's why he's on the other end of the phone, Geoff. He can feck up. Yeah.
He knows where you live.
He does. He probably does. I think he does. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what else did you say there, Geoff? You just broke there for a second. Go ahead.
that's all the spirit wanted to pass at the moment. But I hope that made sense to him. I gave him a bit of guidance anyway.
At the moment,
Yeah.
okay. So that's all you've got there at the moment. Okay. Is that to say that
Look, you're more than welcome to? He's more than welcome to give me a quick call there. He's a skeptic, so I'd love to give him a reading there if he wants to test it fully. I think
a proper reading. Yeah, the way Geoff works is, Ernie, when you go to see him, he doesn't ask you to say a thing. He writes everything down right in front of you, and then you'd be surprised where he, like, I've been blown out of the park once or twice now. It's just.
Something else there now.
Is there anything else? Good. Is there anything else there, Geoff? Anything else that you're getting there? Anything?
No, that's it. I think it's probably my own energy now at the minute, but that's mainly at the back. This good business thing he has going, definitely.
There's no other person out there that's really, really close to me.
That's what I'm saying with the reading. The person you want to read, I wouldn't even be comfortable because it would be so personal. There is other spirits there. Obviously, that's why I was offering you the chance to come up and.
Give me some sort of information who it is. Hello.
Yeah, he's looking there. Yeah, he's just thinking there.
Yeah, there is another male spirit around him, a younger one.
Yeah.
A younger one.
A younger one.
Yeah.
What, like?
He's in his 20s.
A male spirit?
Yeah, he passed very suddenly.
No, not hand. I don't know.
Well, come here. I think we'll leave it there because that spirit's a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then
give me a call and we can sit down and we'll go through the spirits with you. It's no hassle if you want.
Yeah, no bother. Yeah.
No bother. Any.
All right.
Right, Anto. Thanks very much.
Cheers. Thanks.
Thank you, Anto.
Bye bye. Yeah. So there's probably one or two spirits there that you. Now there's another call coming in. I'll give you a minute before I don't want to take another. I'll just give you a second, will I? I'll give you a sec, will I? I'll get this call now in a minute. Will I answer this call or what'll I do?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you there, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll get this person, see if we can get through to Geoff. Just because. How's it going? How are you?
Hey, Anto, how are you?
How's it going? Who have I got on the line?
Lucia.
Lucia?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Now we just.
You're having trouble with your internet?
She looked the last day or two, the internet. And now my internet on my side is not too bad. It could be Geoff's over his side.
All right, yeah.
Mine was actually all right tonight. Last night was terrible, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, we'd be having, like, everyone seems to be enjoying the show. Can you hear us there, Geoff? Are you getting us there loud and clear, or how are you picking us up, or what's the story? You have us there now, have you, Geoff? You seem to have me there, do you? Can you hear me, Geoff? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just seeing if I can get him there. You know, it's gone a bit freezy. Yeah, the old internet, you know. No, he's gone there. What he'll probably try and do is probably try and reconnect with me there now. Yeah, he'll try and reconnect with me there now. He will. We get him back.
You should all have better internet than me. I live in the country.
Yeah, we should. We probably should get new internet. But I'll see if I can get. Get him back on the phone now. He'll probably just reconnect now in a second. And you just have to wait for his call to come in. You know, sometimes he has to just put back in a password to get back through. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's not as
he shouldn't need the internet.
He
should be able to.
Yeah, well, he needs it just to talk on this particular show. You know, but we'll definitely. What I'll probably do is I'll probably bring him back on next Tuesday. Because everyone seems to be enjoying them now. Hopefully, like, now we'll probably go with the same kind of scenario again, but hopefully, like, I know different days.
I won't be able to get through next Tuesday.
Yeah, different days. Yeah, so I'll see if I can. Hey, Geoff.
Hey, come here. This Mac is just at that reason. That's my internet.
Your internet?
Yeah. I'm trying to get it back on there now. So what time is the show finished now?
Yeah, no. Well, I finish in around 10. Oh, he's gone there. He's gone. Hang on, I'll try and get him again. Could you hear him that time, could you?
Yeah, yeah.
You could hear him. Okay, I'll see if I can get him back on the line. He could be trying to ring me. Will I wait? I know he's just trying to probably sort out his internet there. So
He's probably better off on the phone, is he?
Yeah,
rather than the video.
Yeah, well, what I'll probably do is I'll probably call him actually here on the actual phone, and we'll just see if we can take it from there. Yeah.
Hey,
hey, Geoff, can you hear us good? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you there. Sorry, the Zoom went.
Okay, can you hear them there?
Yeah,
I can
Geoff.
hear you.
Does it sound okay to you, Geoff?
Just about, yeah, I can just about hear. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, Geoff, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Not too bad.
What's your name?
Lucia.
Say that again.
Lucia.
Lucia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Lucia, we've two issues actually. Health. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a minor health issue that's worrying you. They're saying, have you?
I've a headache for the past 3 days.
Okay. But has it been a bad one?
Yeah, it's easing off now, though, but I was worried about it.
Yeah, they're saying not to worry. Don't be worried about it. It was just a minor thing that'll pass. So that's that one out of the way anyway.
Grand.
Now you've a few people that in the spirit world actually.
Good.
Yeah, you've got there's two here, and there's this lady. She's very motherly energy as well.
Yeah.
Now she just wants me to give you a big, huge hug, and it's like something she always would have done with you. Now she's saying, stop worrying. Now it's not about the health issues. There's another issue you're worried about. She's not telling me what it is, but she's telling me there is definitely another issue you're worried about.
Yeah.
She's saying it's going to go really, really well. It's going to totally turn around the other way. So you're going to be really, really... The stress you're feeling now, she said, is going to just disappear over the next 7 days in relation to this other issue. And it's going to free you up to... It's like, is this taking up a lot of your time?
Well, it's ongoing. It's going on for a while.
Yeah, well, it's coming to a conclusion very quickly, which is probably going to surprise you as well, because you weren't thinking it was going to end so quickly.
No.
Or be resolved, and it's going to be resolved very, very quickly, and you'll be very happy with it as well.
Okay.
Now, she's saying Betty as well, so...
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
She's saying Betty?
The name, she's showing me the name Betty.
Does that make sense?
That's her sister.
Right.
That's your sister, is it?
Her sister.
Oh, her sister. Oh, okay, because she's saying Betty as well. So, now there's a middle name, your middle name as well. There's a connection to your mother's name too, so does that?
No.
No, definitely have. But the middle name, your middle name is definitely someone on your mum's side.
Can't think at the moment.
Okay.
Now, and she's showing me Wexford as well.
Right.
And going down, so were you down there as a child, or?
No.
She's showing me there's a lot of connections with Wexford for some reason, so. And is there anything that springs into your mind straight off?
Not with me, no.
No, but it's definitely with the family, because it's coming from the Betty as well, so.
Okay.
Now, your headache was caused by the way you're sleeping, she's saying as well. So have you been sleeping strange, or did you get a new bed, or anything change?
No.
Have you been sleeping a different way or anything like that? Because the sleep, she's definitely saying whatever way it was, the sleep was affecting your... That's what was causing the headaches.
Okay.
Oh, he disappeared on me there. He got cut off.
No.
He got cut off. Hang on, we'll try and get him back on the phone there Does any of that making sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, okay. Because I don't know, you see. I've no idea what, you know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you there.
I don't know what's going on. It keeps tripping. I don't know if it's my phone or I can hardly hear a thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Can you hear me now?
The spirits are messing with you, Geoff.
Yeah, you probably
have.
I
don't know, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's better. Yeah, sorry, I can hear you there. So where were we? Sorry.
You were saying Betty, was
Wexford, you were saying.
Wexford, yeah.
Yeah, they keep showing me this strong connection to Wexford. So it might be something then for the future, but I can definitely see older family members that were there years ago, and there's this reconnection with Wexford for some reason. So that'll come up over the next 6 months with it as well. But it's like it's going to reconnect family members, if that makes sense. It's like lost family members, or are you looking into your family history, or anybody doing anything like that at the minute?
Not at the moment, but we started a while ago.
Oh, he keeps getting cut off on me. And it's just a regular phone call, so I don't know what's happening. It must be over Geoff's neck of the woods.
Hey there.
Sorry, Geoff. Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Brand, it just keeps dropping now. It's not even my end actually this time. I don't know what that is now.
I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, so I was telling about there's definitely a reconnection, or if was there anybody looking into lost family members, or it's like a missing part of the family for some reason.
Not in particular, no. We would have started looking into family history there about a year ago, but didn't do anything since.
Right, well, there's definitely, the spirits are saying that there's definitely going to be a big reconnection in Wexford, and a lot of it will be fairly good, but you in particular as well, you have to start kind of minding yourself more as well. It's like you're, even though we're probably in a lockdown, it's like you're doing kind of too much work. Have you been doing a lot lately, or?
I'm always doing too much work.
Yeah, I was doing too much, yeah. Well, they're trying to tell you to slow it down a little bit as well.
Okay.
And this Betty in particular is always around you for some reason, so it's like she's just keeping an eye on you. Well, you've never met her either, did you? Is that what you said?
Oh no, we did. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh, well, she's always, for some reason, she loves like kind of your house and your energy. She's always around it. It's like it's kind of there's always a laugh and kind of banter going on. So
the culty vibe.
The culty vibe, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. Put the spuds on.
So that's how we've got there, is it?
That's sorry, the connection, my connection is as bad as the phone connection tonight now.
No bother. All right, thanks for ringing in.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. Now, Geoff, a few people just asking me, like, without anyone ringing in, is there anybody that can come to you just in a normal way, that you could get a message off for people that are online? Is there anything that, like, somebody, something, I don't know, out there just come to you that would make sense to somebody that's online rather than on the phone? Is there somebody that it actually come to you, or something that comes to you that you could mention that might make sense to somebody?
Right, well, I have Philip. This is a young man. Same thing, this is this man that was there earlier on, but Philip, he's a lovely smile, but he's definitely, he's saying not Philip, Philly. They would have called him, so it would have been Philly and not Philip.
Okay.
And he wants to pass a message. He's just tell his mum that he's okay. He's always around her.
So
this will definitely mean, because he's saying she's listening right now.
So he used to be called Philly.
Yeah, his name was Philip, but I think his nickname was Philly, or he's could have only been probably in his 20s, real kind of fresh-faced looking. He's a smile, and he'd one kind of a chip on his tooth.
Right. Okay.
But he just wants his mum to know that he's okay, he's always with her, and I think this might be in around the time of his anniversary.
Okay, so that might make sense to somebody out there, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. And there's this Anne that was here earlier on.
Yeah.
She's talking to a Moira. She wanted to say there's definitely a Moira and a Marie.
Right. Is this somebody that's on the channel?
There must be somebody that's on the channel as well, yeah, because they're saying they're listening as well, and they just want to pass their love on. So, Anne wants to pass love on to either Moira and a Marie.
Right.
So that Moira. It's not like the Irish Moira. It's kind of a weird spelling Moira. It's like an M-Y instead of an M-I.
Right.
So they'll know who it is.
Okay.
And there we have it.
Right. So Geoff, you've had a fantastic response here tonight. With the
that's good.
The whole thing has gone bonkers. Now, myself and Geoff. Now, before we let you go anyway, we're not going anywhere. Just you.
Yeah, no problem.
Just myself and yourself. Okay. Is there any little thing you could tell me? Just something small. I don't need to know anything major now. Is there anything
for yourself?
Yeah. Is there anything that I have? Anything silly or anything
right.
big or small? Few people wanted me to ask you, is there anything you could tell Anto?
Right, Anto, you'll be signing a contract within 6 to 8 weeks.
Right.
And it's a very good one as well. Now you have to stop messing with your knee as well. Your knee was hurting you the other day.
Okay.
So was your knee at you?
It kind of decided my leg was a bit numb. Yeah.
So he's saying go easy at that, and something about medals.
The only medals that we have is my father's medals. Yeah.
Like military medals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying you have them, haven't you?
Actually, no. I did have them for a while. My sister Sharon has them now. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's saying they display them.
That's correct. Like they're displayed. Yeah, they're displayed. That's right. Yeah,
they're displayed. Yeah, well, he's fairly happy. He likes them as well. He was very proud of them, especially one in particular, because he's saying over the water.
Right. Okay.
So he must have earned one of them overseas.
Yeah.
That he's very proud of as well. But it's definitely the big thing with you now at the minute is a new contract. So it's going to be, and it's like something you're going to be telling people about probably on the radio show as well. So people will get to hear it live.
You never know. You might sign me up, Geoff.
Huh?
You might sign me up.
You never know.
But listen,
we'll turn you into a medium.
But listen, the show has been just absolutely bonkers tonight. It's been crazy, and
that's great.
No, it's gone bonkers. Now, myself and Geoff were talking about coming on every Tuesday now, and I don't know if Geoff, if you're comfortable with that.
Oh no, I'd love to do that. That'd be great. Like I love talking to people anyway, and maybe we could even refine it and kind of get it where I kind of give people a little bit more time, or maybe do a live full reading for somebody maybe that we can really showcase a bit of everything.
Maybe we can sit down and talk about what's the best way of doing it, but we could do it again next Tuesday and then probably maybe refine it down to a different version for another day for people who want to get private readings, or we could tell them how they can contact you or stuff like that, you know.
Well, that sounds great. Yeah, it sounds brilliant, and I've enjoyed it. And thanks very much for having me on in the first place, Anton.
It was great to have you on. I mean, now a few people wanted me to bring up to keep saying the pillow of me dad. Did you see that, Geoff? Did you see that picture?
I did see that. Yeah, and that is spirits can do that as well, and that's a very. Even though I looked at that now, I was taken aback a little bit. Because you'll always get photographs where there'll be a little bit of matrix in or orbs, which are actually a bit of dust that people will think that is spooky. That's the only word I have for that.
That's a close one, isn't it?
That's uncanny.
Yeah, that was right beside my father. He passed away in the bed right beside that chair, and my sister Sharon spotted that, and. That's the image that was on the chair. She said, look at the face on the pillow. And we took a photograph of it before the nurses disturbed it. Now, it could be just a massive coincidence, but it looks very, very...
that would have to be a 1 in a billion coincidence.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it looks very...
That was definitely spirit-driven, I think.
No idea, but like, it kind of just it left us with a little bit of peace, just thinking, you know, it was good that way, you know. But But like, I really look forward to you popping along next Tuesday, where we'll give.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it now. So I'll be on the A game. I was a bit cut off today, but sure, I'll be on the A game next week.
Yeah, and then we'll get back in touch with everyone. Like, I hope everyone enjoyed the show tonight. We've more messages and more. Everyone wanted to phone in much more, and more people wanted to get in contact. But we'll sort that all out, Geoff. But we'll be back on next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll try and get through everyone and try and help it, talk to as many people as we can. We'll get through the show, and then we'll be able to sort people out, because you do private readings, so where people can actually go to you and the way Geoff reads when you're with him. I know on the show it's completely different. It's worlds apart. He basically, when you sit down, he starts writing down stuff without even having to nearly talk to you. He tells you just exactly what's coming to him. And he'll explain as he goes along, and you'll be just blown away when it comes out that way, when it's one-on-one, because it's a stronger connection of some description, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's a much stronger, and there's nothing that gets in the way of it then, because I'm 100% focused on what I'm doing then, so it's just one-to-one, so I can give that 100%, which is what it deserves when someone was looking for a reading, that you should be giving them 100% of your ability.
There's one or two people here that you couldn't give readings to because there was probably things you wanted to tell them that just wouldn't be suitable for them.
And the same with the two that I mentioned, or the three there, that definitely I would like to hopefully left a number with you and try and read them
there's three people you mentioned
maybe next week.
Yeah, there's three people you mentioned that I know of that you didn't want to talk to further.
So, and especially the first girl, the Skeptic, we'll read her and maybe get her back on one of the weeks. So
that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great if we can get her back on. Yeah, I'll just have to. There's so many numbers on the phone now. We'll try and traipse back down to where we were, Geoff. But Geoff, it's been absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to next Tuesday already.
Yeah, so am I. And look, again, Nando, thanks a million for having me on. I love the show anyway. I've been listening in now.
I know you have. I know you've been listening to Keith Barty and Brian Whitehead and Christy Dignam and all those, So
I love Christy.
Christy's great. We might get Christy back on because he rang in cold. I mean, what I mean by that is he just rang in there with a blue.
We'll get him back on. I'll do a reading for him.
There we go. So Christy, we'll do a reading for you. Plus we'll get him on. We'll
lay down the gauntlet for Christy.
plus we'll get him on as a special guest.
That would be an honour of mine. I'm a huge fan of Christy's.
Christy's good. I mean, when I had Christy on here, he was complimenting when he seen me singing up in the Kilkee Lodge. And I'm going, hang on a second, there's something wrong here. I should be complimenting him. This guy's a legend, No,
and he is such a lovely man. But come here, you have a fucking fair pair of lungs on you yourself, Anto.
I know, voice. But when you're talking to somebody of
I know, as eminent as he has a phenomenal voice, and he's a phenomenal frontman. He really, I'm a music nut as well, as you know.
You know what I have in common? My ex-keyboard player, Mark, is now his keyboard player. So there we go.
No way.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Mark is absolutely fantastic at.
They always have top of the range. They always have the best musicians. Ireland is brimming with the top music talent. It really is.
Do you know what we'll do? We'll get you on one of the nights, and we'll let you tell the story. He has a fantastic story about one of the artists that he loves very, very much. We get you on maybe without doing the mediumship, and tell us about that story, how that happened, maybe.
Oh, of course, yeah, no problem. I'd love to.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, Geoff, thanks very much for coming on, and I'll talk to you. I'll probably talk to you over the next day or so.
Brilliant, thanks, and God bless, and thanks a million again, Anto. Thank you.
No, thanks very much. Talk to you soon.
No problem. Bye-bye.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's Geoff Keating doing an absolutely fantastic job on reading everybody. I know from the past when he's doing all those type of readings and all that sort of stuff that he'd get tired. And it'd get weaker and weaker because he'd be getting tireder, and you know what I mean. So he just have to take time out. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope he's had a great time. I had a great time with you guys, and tomorrow we have Sean Boland on, and Thursday we have some more. We're going to get more and more special guests on here. I'm doing my best to get whatever you want, so you tell me and I'll go and get it, and I'll bring it to you. And I hope you've really all enjoyed the show, and I want to thank you very much. And if you can go on and give us a review on the Facebook page, and if you can like and share the Walker Talker Chat Show is the name of the page. You're probably on my other page, Anthony Walker, but if you go on to the Walker Talker Chat Show and give us a like there, and you can even follow us there so you'll know when we're coming online. If you want to watch, you can watch, and if you don't, you can just simply turn it off. It's as simple as that. But ladies and gentlemen, I had a super time with you guys. I did. and it's time for me to disappear into the depths of darkness. And so I hope I got through everybody. I know there was one or two people I didn't get to on the phone, and I'll do my best to sort that out and we get through to them. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all again tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock.